Hi everyone, we're going to play a second round with Jeskai Kiki control. And this is the list that we're playing, kind of trying something a little different in that we're going to have a couple of main deck spreading seas. Part of that is because we're not running any other land destruction so that we can hopefully not have any mana issues. I don't know that this is correct. It's possible it would be better as a third Electrolyze and or third Helix or third Leak, something like that, but I kind of wanted to give it a try just to see how it worked out. We lost our first round against Goblins. I haven't gone back and watched the match or anything, but I don't think there's much we could have done there. And I mean, Goblins isn't really a deck that I plan to consider when making the different deck selection choices. Anyway, as soon as I get a game up, which it looks like we have now, I will see you. So let's just go ahead and say we'll join the match. Looks like we lost the die roll. And let's see. Well, I will pause while we wait. Okay, so this is probably a mulligan. Yeah, I just can't imagine that. I mean, we do get to draw. We'll get to draw a card and then potentially draw one off Spreading Seas, but it doesn't seem like a very good hand. I think I would be more inclined to keep that if that Spreading Seas was removal. Probably still would have mulliganed it though. I will keep this. Hollowed Fountain. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. Polluted Delta, Steam Vents, could be Blue Moon, could be Grixis. Steam Vents into Serum Visions, unless it's... I'm going to assume that it's a Blue Moon type list. So because of that, I'm just going to go ahead and play this. Kind of plan to get a Plains. Don't know yet, but I feel reasonably suspicious. I've seen the deck floating around a bit. Could also be Blue-Red Delver. Alright, well, since this can also get a Plains, I'm going to have this just get a Steam Vents. There's our Plains. Yeah, so I'll just play this. Probably get another Steam Vents with it. Okay, so some kind of Grixis list. Just could be Grixis control. Obviously, he's not prioritizing. Yeah, certainly Grixis control or mid-range of some kind. He's clearly not prioritizing playing fetching an island. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see. We have double white here as well, so I think I'm fine to just get that. Snapcaster Mage. This is kind of a tell for Kiki control, so I don't think I'm going to play it. I guess I'll just play the Plains. I don't think I'm going to need this Helix, but... I'm going to tap the red. Faithless Looting. That's a little weird. Is it some kind of Griselbrand deck? Kind of very curious to see what he discards here. Yeah, okay, so this is kind of strange, I guess, but Thoughtseize. So I'm going to counter this because I don't want him to see this, and he may just have Simian Spirit Guide into through the breach, not through the breach, but Goriel's Vengeance. So at least maybe this lets him think, well, maybe I should play around Spell Snare. And I think that's probably what he's considering right now. Gosh, having Spell Snare would be sweet right now. Yeah, I mean, is what it is. Let's see. I wonder if it would have been better to see if we had helixed him. He would go to the Thoughtseize would have been at 14. That might have, and so he would then gone to 11, which he could have drawn 7 and then attacked. So he could have. I'm trying to figure out if we gave him an extra draw, and I think we did. Meaning, we think we gave him another activation of Griselbrand. Because right now he would be at 13. So he could have activated one more time, whereas now he can activate twice. So yeah, it might have been better to just helix. But then again, I mean, I like that he doesn't know that we have this. It's interesting. Oh, yeah, I see. It's just there's... Oh, no, that's Gorio's. He probably just has another one, I guess. All right, well, I'm going to shock. If we manage to live a turn, there is a chance that we can Restoration Angel. Let's see here. Kind of a similar situation. I think we actually just... He's going to see what's up, but I think we Snapcaster Mage and target Mana Leak. So I'm assuming his plan was to... I'm not sure what his plan was, but there's no... there's no card... There's no... Alright, so... He probably had a Faithless Looting that he planned to put a... let's see, 1, 2, 3. So he can't. He could through the breach. But he won't be able to Through the Breach and attack. And I believe Through the Breach is the next end step. So the next end step would be our end step. So I think we're okay to do this. So if he puts a Griselbrand into play and draws 7, with the trigger on the stack, we can Helix him. If he's like gonna go, if he's gonna Through the Breach into an Emrakul, then that's sad. So now he can't actually draw 7 anyway. So this just could be like Through the Breach, Emrakul. 6, so we'd have to sacrifice all of our permanents. It would be great. Through the Breach, Emrakul. That puts us to 15. And we're dead, yeah. Okay. All right, so dispel, negate. I know sometimes they play Blood Moon, so maybe. Wall of Omens, I don't think so. Spell Snare, absolutely. Electrolyze is a no. Definitely want to keep the combo in. All of our permission. We can probably trim these helixes. That's probably not very good. Would we want anything besides this? Does Spellskite do anything? I guess there's a world that Spellskite could potentially protect our combo. I'm not entirely sure what disruption he brings in. I haven't I've only really been on the Geist side of this matchup. Goryo's Vengeance. Griselbrand, Pax, Inquisitions, Echoing Truth seems like something he may bring in if he's worried about us comboing off. Probably going to bring in all these packed negations for sure. Interesting. Okay. Is there anything else? Is there anything so bad in our hand that we would want to bring in Spreading Seas? Wrong thing. All right, so if there's a world where we combo off, Spellskite could redirect an Echoing Truth. I don't think it's very good, but I don't think it's worth bringing in Spreading Seas. We need to keep up our counter spells, so I guess just Helix. Okay, give this a try. Yeah, I'll play first. Spell Snare to Gate, Path to Exile. This seems perfect. And I'm gonna get basics. Wear Tear. I don't think I can path this guy. But if I don't, then let's see. He fetches next turn, activates, bins a Griselbrand, flips this, and then can Thoughtseize this again, which seems crappy. I mean, the whole thing seems kind of crappy. I really don't want to path to exile this, but I'm going to. For the reasons that I just stated. All right, well, it's going to be like impossible to beat that Boseiju. That's one reason to bring in Spreading Seas. So if he taps Boseiju, then he goes to 2. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to Snap Bolt here. Okay. Don't really know that I want all of these, but what would I want instead? I definitely don't want both. I think that's fine. I mean, we could just try this like heavy mana denial plan, which I don't know is going to be good, but it's kind of an interesting idea. The thing is, he only really needs like 1 red and 1 black to go off. So yeah, that can't be right against this deck. Maybe a see if he opens up with turn 1 disruption as he has been thus far. We don't have much of a clock, but do have lots of ways to interact with what he's doing. kind of want to see if I draw a land. I did. So I'm going to play this. So Spreading Seas might have actually been kind of good here. Yeah, I'm going to Helix him. I kind of want to just play Snapcaster Mage to start a clock here since we have so much disruption. It's not a very fast clock, but if we draw another land, we also have the option to... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. We're sitting on so much disruption here that I just want to start trying to get some kind of clock started. I'm going to do this. So we actually could have snapped into Helix, but now we also get to hold up a lot of disruption, so there is that. I'm gonna guess this is like a Thought Scour. Instant speed, discard. Obviously trying to get things into the graveyard. I am okay with spell snaring this, but maybe this is not what I want to be doing. Maybe I just want to be spell snaring like the Goryo's Vengeance. I'm gonna do this. Like, well, is it really right to just... Let's see, we negate this. He doesn't put anything in the graveyard. He plays a land, flashes it back. Yeah, I'm actually going to... This also keeps him from drawing lands, which he's clearly having difficulty with. Alright, fine. So if he plays a land here and then flashes it back, I'm definitely going to utilize Cryptic Command. And this. Okay, so let's see. I'm I'm trying to decide if it's counter draw or counterbounce Snapcaster Mage. Counterbounce Snapcaster Mage, we can snap Helix him, but that doesn't get him dead. If we just attack with Snapcaster Mage, he's at 4, which is a 2-turn clock. We could counterbounce a land. I'm gonna try this. All right. So that was great because we have Snapcaster Mage for more disruption or a Helix, and we have a negate. You are allowed to Serum Visions. Although I don't, well, let's see. The thing is, if there's just nothing in his yard, then it's a lot less scary. So I think we could still even just snap Helix end of turn. I don't know if that's really worth it though. That puts him to there's nothing in his graveyard. Let's see, we could go. Yeah, I think we still do. I think we go Snapcaster Mage, Helix you. I mean, just a Snapcaster Mage by itself is already like lethal. But this, in case he has like some kind of burn, then this means that even one Snapcaster Mage is a win. I don't know, man, but I've played against a few myself. Okay, so managed to beat Griselbrand. We did draw a nice hand there. So something, kind of a random thing about the Blue Moon deck that I'm not playing, but that I did play. Jason finally released his tournament report, and the second version that he posted, I guess his updated one, had a Wormcoil engine in it. I think it was one main, one side, which I found kind of interesting because I thought the same thing. I think I even said that in one of the videos, maybe it was the first one, that Wormcoil engine should be a consideration since it kind of trades with it beats, just outright beats most of the Eldrazi and trades with all of them. So that's something. He also made a Grixis version, but I don't know. It seems like if you're playing Blood Moon on turn 4 so that you can get like a couple of mountains, a swamp, and a red source, it doesn't seem as good. I think the deck is cool. He also did have Dalkin Shackles, by the way. That's something that I didn't have in that version. So I don't know. Maybe I don't think I even have the Dalkin Shackles, but maybe I'll pick a couple up just to give that deck a whirl again. Anyway, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I've been putting a video out every single day for you guys, and I would really appreciate the support. You can find my website at greatinnate.com. That has links to all of my social media stuff and everything. Draw well, smash face, and I will see you guys next time.